Hey gang, welcome to Body Temple Yoga. My name is Holly. Thank you for joining me this beautiful evening from wherever you are, whatever time of day you are at. Welcome. It's been a bit of a week, I think, for everybody. So let's just take a moment here to settle into that. All of the craziness going out there. Let's try to leave that at the door. Leave all of that off of the mat so you can really turn inwards. Starting with the breath. Let's take one full deep breath together here through the nose, and then we're going to exhale it out with the lips. Empty your lungs. Breathe through your nose. Exhale. That felt good. All right, let's begin our practice with a neck release. Let go of all that tension we might be carrying on to. Start by giving those shoulders a roll up to your ears and then down your back. Breathe it into your ears. Breathe it out down your back. One more like that. Now let's try to bring a little more awareness to the breath, breathing in and out through your nose if that's comfortable for you. All right, let's bring those arms behind you, clasping your hands together, and then keep a bend at the elbow so the fist meets the small of your back. Just letting your shoulders drop down here. And then we're gonna move those hands to your right rib cage. Your elbows draw back a little more to open up through the chest. Keep that spiraling through your spine. And then right ear to right shoulder. Feeling it lengthening down the left neck flexor to the shoulder. Melting sensation. And then relaxing the head completely here. You can play with your gaze, maybe up, maybe to your shoulder. Find your sweet spot. You let go of tension here. And hang out for a breath in that sweet spot. Okay, let's release one head, move the neck. Release those arms and sweep it up onto your knees, standing tall, stretch, clasp your hands, grow a little taller here. Give the feet a little pat if that feels good. And then taking it back down, going for the other side. Shoulders roll onto your back, again, wherever is comfortable for you. Difference on the two sides of your body. And bring those arms back behind you. Let's go for an opposite clasp. This time it might be a little awkward, but you got this. And then the small of the back with the fist. Feel the shoulder blades maybe protracting a bit there. That's okay. Take your time as you slide the fist to that left side rib cage. Chin stays parallel to the floor, elbows draw back. We stretch, spiral the spine, and then at the exhale, take that left ear to your left shoulder. Really enjoying that right neck to shoulder stretch. The weight of the head is heavy, and we enjoy the breath and sensation. Here's the gaze, find that sweet spot. No straining, no tugging, no pulling. And we bring it back up. Let's stretch those arms. Let's get tall. Those front ribs close as you press your hips forward, press those arms up, shoulders down, and then maybe just open up your chest here. Keep your core tight, tuck your low back, and we sweep it all the way back down. Beautiful. Shoulders roll onto your back. Now we're going to bring hands forward, tabletop. Knees under your hips to support, and wrists under shoulders to support, so we can lengthen that spine, engage the core, and then let's give those feet a little patty pat there. Ooh. That's right. Okay. And then again, organic movement. This is yoga flow. Let's get really essential with those movements, so it feels good in your body. Maybe some hips side to side, maybe some rib cage rolls. And then we're moving side to side here. We work hard all day. Now it's time to move that body how it is craving. Okay. Maybe some cat-cows through the spine. Just rolling hard forward, hips up. Drop those shoulders, soften your belly. Exhale, press your hands, angry cat back. Tuck your tail. Wrap those hips towards your nose. Ooh, big stretch between your shoulder blades. Make that feel yummy with your inhale. Connect to your breath. Connect to sensation. Make that feel good. Pressing your hips to your heels might feel nice. Feel those shoulder blades move onto your back. And then forward into that tabletop position. Slide those knees back, tuck your toes. Find your knee down plank. Lift out of your shoulders. Now a little baby back bend here. Again, no rules. Just push those hips forward. Squeeze your bum. Lift your chest. Hips back. That child's pose, shelf stretch if you are at Pilates. And then back through maybe that round back to your plank. And then chest up, engage your core, protect that spine, heart opens. Now tops of the feet flat. Let's lay that chest all the way down. Stretch your arms long out in front of you. Get longer, reach, hands forward, reach toes back. Roll those shoulders onto your back, suck your stomach in away from your mat, and then arms and legs lift. Find that beautiful locust pose as your arms sweep back, heels touch, toes reach, heart is reaching forward, nice and bright. Keep the back of the neck long. Now can we pull your navel in, and then let it all go on your exhale. Hip swing, side to side. Hands under your shoulders, press to the tops of your feet. Send those hips back nice and strong with your arms. And then take it all the way up. Nice work. Okay, let's move into a strong tabletop, going for a side plank. So a little more activity through the abdominals. We're thinking about length. We're thinking about breath. Okay. Plant your foundation strong. We start with your right leg extending back and then up to about hip height. Think about length, core tight, shoulders down, and then opening up into your modified side plank to your right. Open that left a little wider. Beautiful. Bring it up. Take that right foot down, and then option here for some heart expanding. We lift the chest. Squeeze the glutes and press those hips forward. You can let your head fall back here. Breathing into your heart. Let it go. And making that smooth, slow transition back into your tabletop position. And then hips to heels, stretch it out, release the low back. Feel it feels good here. And then moving into your tabletop, core engaged, neutral spine. Left leg stretches back and up. Squeeze. We open. Take your time. Move like you're moving through honey. And those front ribs stay closed to really keep your core tight here to lift. Stretch. Drop that left foot down. Maybe pivot through your right foot wide. And then heart expansion to the sky. Keep the integrity of your core to really stabilize that low back and let it go with the breath. Head heavy, maybe a head shake. Let's move back into that transition of side plank modified to our tabletop position. Gorgeous. Hips swing side to side. Okay, tuck those toes. We're gonna move your right leg back, straight back. Keep the toes tucked, drive the heel. And then the left foot meets the right. That's a plank position. Find that core. Squeeze those shoulders. And then right leg back. Left leg back. Nice. Right. Let's do that again. Lift your shoulders. Bright through your chest. Left leg this time extends back. Tuck those toes strong through the back of the knee. Right foot meets the left. That's your plank. Feel your tummy hugging in. Breathe into the sides of your waist. Neutral through that spine. And then left knee back. Right knee back. Beautiful. Okay, knees under hips. Tuck your toes. This time downward facing dog. Press a little more through the pads of your fingers. Lift your knees. Suck your stomach in. Press your chest to your thighs. Hips extend up. That's down dog. Head heavy. And then we pedal those legs. Where can you let go of tension here as you walk out through the back of each knee like you're pedaling. You're pedaling on the spot, which you are. And then let's feel those heels dropping down. Feel your hips, your feet about hip distance apart. And then as you inhale, that right leg comes straight up, really squeezing the right leg longer and dropping that left heel. As you exhale, transitioning into a plank with the right knee pulling into your chest. Scoop out that low belly. Step your right foot through your hands. And then take it into your low lunge position. You can stay right here. Just supporting our body weight a little more with the hands on the right thigh. You want to avoid the hip twist here with that left side. Keep those headlights forward. Integrity through your core. Feel the stretch around your left hip flexor now as you sink forward. Let it go with the exhale. Okay, let's stretch those arms straight up. Again, pushing those palms straight up, flexing your wrists. We extend that right leg. Take your time, flex the foot. Hips are nice and even here. And then we sweep your arms down under those shoulders, rounding through your back, flexing those toes as you bring your forehead to your knee. Perhaps every day is different. Think about that action. To get a little more stretch to the back of the knee, we want the flexing of the toes back. We want to make sure we're coming to a place where we can breathe. Hamstring release, and then bring it back into your low lunge. We've got that lift of the left knee for a runner's lunge. Keep the fingertips nice and light. Core is engaged. Now we twist open, planting the left hand under the shoulder. Right arm extends straight up. Feel that expansion, that stretch. Keep the back leg strong. And then we open the heart straight back up to the ceiling or to the sky. Squeeze those hip points. Suck your stomach in. Enjoy the twist. And then that right hand under the right shoulder, this time on the inside of your right foot. Drop your back knee, and let's heel toe your right foot off to the side just a few times, maybe 3. Clench your hands, reach your heart. Slide your shoulder blades into their back pockets. Maybe play with an up and down of that back knee for more extra. Okay. Okay. Relax that back knee if you had it lifted. Option to stay. We're feeling a stretch around your right hip, or we're flexing the right toes back to the gym. That's hard right now. And then rolling onto the outer edge of your right foot. Excuse the dirty feet. I've been playing outside in my bare feet all day. Earthing, they call it. And then we want to make sure this right knee feels good. So if these toes are flexed, it's going to help protect the knee, yeah? And the breath. We stay with that breath, especially when things are a little spicy around the hips. Okay. Now you rock stars, you want to take it a little further. We bend into that left leg, so your heel draws to your glute. Right away, feeling that quad stretch. Maybe that's enough. Or we lift again out of that left shoulder. Reach back for your left foot, and then heel draws into your bum. Woo. And that is your hip flexor stretch. Left side. Think about drawing the left foot a little more towards the left side hip rather towards your butt crack for a little bit more of an even stretch. And then roll your shoulders. Keep them away from those ears. Okay. One more big breath in here. Can we find more space on the exhale? Let's let that left leg come long. Tuck your toes. Right hand pivots forward and under your right shoulder. Squaring up the hips. Now, can we step your right foot back to your left foot? If not, find your way there. We're in a plank from wherever you are. And then hips up and back. Downward facing dog. That's going to feel like great relief around your shoulders right now. Enjoy it. Shake the tension out of your neck. Drop those heels. Stretch those hamstrings, those calves, those Achilles tendons. They've done hard work for you today. Okay, before we meet that other side, let's bring it forward into a plank position. So you want those shoulders to line up with your wrists. Maybe you're walking your feet back a little here. Feel that through your lower abs, your shoulders, strong legs, knees down or lifted for you pros as you lower to your belly. Stretch your legs long, past the tops of your feet, and feel those shoulders rolling onto your back. Find that cobra, fingertips slide back into your shoulders, and we lift into your back bend. Little baby back bend here. Hug those elbows in, lift through the back of your heart, and engage your belly. Think about dragging your hands back to your hips as you reach that heart forward, and then take it down. Knees bend, toes tuck. Slide it back. Child's pose, hands slide behind you. Shoulders need some rest before we do the other side. Sweep those arms forward. Move back into your tabletop. And then it's down dog. You float the knees, press your chest to your thighs, extend your hips high. Give that head a shake in your back body stretch. Okay, left leg lifts up, stretch, 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 engage, lengthen, find space like you're doing the splits in mid-air. Exhale, moving through your plank, knee to nose, round your back, make space to step your left foot through your hands, dropping that back knee, you got it. Melt your hips, travel up onto the thigh here if you need a little more space. Maybe you're pulling those hips together with a little help from your hands. The tendency is here for the your right hip to draw back. You want to keep them like headlights forward. Now one more breath in. With your exhale, really press those hips forward and forget everything I just had said. Let it melt. Let your core relax. Feel the difference there? Feels a little more stretchy, but a little less integrity through your joints. Okay. Arms can come up here. Press those palms skyward, shoulders slide down your back. Find some space. Okay, let's bring your hands under your shoulders as you extend your left knee. That's our hamstring stretch. So this one can be spicier, side to side. Maybe your right was a little longer than your left. But we're tugging the toes back. And with the hands under the shoulders, we're breathing in for length, spiral the spine, stretch. We're breathing out for that round back. Knee to forehead. Can we tug that left hip back a little more? Can we roll the shoulders down your back? And then can we flex a little more to the foot? Oh, that is spicy. Breathe about it. Okay, move back into your lunge position. Chest forward, back knee lifts. So we're in this runner's lunge. Again, the arms shouldn't be taking too much of the weight here. I'm gonna keep the shoulders down, belly tugs in, right hand under right shoulder. It's a twist. In that fitness lunge, as you reach your left arm up, think about space, think about expansion, think about that spine twisting bone by bone. Oh, that feels good. And we breathe. We find that strength and we settle into it. And we find those creaks and cracks and we are with them. Now bringing the left hand under the left shoulder, this lizard type lunge, that back knee can drop and it can lift and it can drop, just finding that stretch here a little more active. I like a nice active lunge or stretch because then you can really find the depth towards the end, which we are doing now. Drop that right knee and then can we heel toe the left foot down or out, I should say, to the side, not down, just out. And then we've got this 45-degree angle, so you could be feeling a nice release around the left hip flexor, left hip, I should say. Or we're flexing the left toes and then rolling onto the outer edge of that foot. This is nice. Great place to stay. Settling into that left hip stretch or that right hip stretch. And then maybe perhaps going for our right quad stretch. So we're going to bend the right knee, heel draws to your bum, great place to stay. Open up into that twist. We've been here before. Lift out of the right shoulder and then reach back for the foot. If it's accessible, grab it. Maybe just the pant seam you're grabbing. That's okay too. And then find that tension. Can we breathe it out, or at least a little? Drawing that right heel to your right outer hip. Again, sides are different, right to left, you know, day to day. What did you do yesterday? Okay, letting go of that right leg, left arm under shoulder, lift and stretch. Left foot to right foot if you have it. Maybe these knees came down, no big deal. Okay, float your knees, find that down dog position, and then we're gonna walk your feet forward to your hands. And keep that head really relaxed. Let it go, even close your eyes. And then moving into our hip stretch. So you're bum comes all the way down. Woo. Maybe you stay here. If you have a block right into your hips, that's really nice. Or maybe you're settling your hips all the way down to those heels. Elbows are coaxing your hips a little more open by pressing into your inner thighs. Hands gather at your heart. And then we're enjoying this gorgeous low back, hip, inner thigh release. Have the heels evenly planted to the four corners of both feet. Now the best part, hands down. Take your time here. Bring a little more weight forward. And then we extend those knees. Squeeze your stomach in. And then with a little more weight into your hands and your feet, can we pour yourself forward into a forward fold bend. This is nice if you need hands under shoulders to support, or real spicy, hands holding onto elbows, head completely relaxed, like chin in. And then we sway really gently side to side like a pendulum. And then your knees can be super soft here, that's okay too. But if you pour a little more weight into your toes, you'll get a little bit more of a back stretch, hamstring stretch. And just make sure those heels stay connected. Safety first. And maybe you're gently swaying side to side. Maybe you're eventually letting the backs of the knees go a little longer. And then we're just enjoying this now. And feeling all of that length we created. Feeling that space, that breath. That parasympathetic nervous system we just activated. Okay. Hands down under the shoulders if they weren't already. Let's bring your hips back down, and then knee, back to where we found ourselves. Let's let those palms face up here as we settle into this kneeling seat. And just really enjoy the practice we just delivered into our cells, into our network. Okay, you guys, I invite you to take a Shavasana. That means you are laying down like a starfish. Wherever you are. Maybe it's your bed, maybe it's your mat, maybe it's your carpet, maybe it's your dog. Just make sure you are taking time for you for the next 3 minutes to just let all of that practice integrate into your cellular integrity. And then we will see you next time for Body Temple Yoga. Enjoy.